Hi, it's Dawn. Welcome in. I'm using the Oracle of the Seven Energies to take a look at the current energies for this next week. And that'll be starting basically, today's the 13th. So we're talking about the 15th through the following next week, which is the 22nd. So I wanted to look at the week ahead. So what have we got energy-wise for this week ahead? Let me shuffle a little bit more for us. We are getting ready for the Pisces season to come up. So that is going to be the big beginning. That'll be more towards mid-March. Things really get crazy. Okay. I had 3 cards come out for us for next week. First one, bearing fruit. It's a number 3 card. And I like that there's so many hidden details in this card. If you take a look, there's the feathers, there's the almost like a fairy at the very top. Just get to see the beginning of it. But it's bringing forth all this amazing, amazing energy, right? What have you got? The rose's kiss. This is us coming out, really? It's definitely that feeling of, let me get this for you. Yes, the rose's kiss. Thorns and all, right? Here we come. Bearing fruit, thorns and all, and shining through a number 30 card. So we have a 12, a 9, and a 30. I'm getting this feeling Tesla's, in here somewhere. So, because I think it's really telling us, I really like this. We have a lot to offer. We have a lot that we're capable of doing. We just don't believe in ourselves. And I think that is that part of that shining through energy. So what I'm going to do is, this is gold foil tarot. It is, the thing, it is super slippery, but the cards come out very easily. Oh, come on. It's the Rider Waite, but it's done with a gold foil, which again makes it super slippery. But I'm going to shuffle and get the energy of next week, starting the 15th. Ooh. It's kind of nice energy that this just happened to drop out, the 4 of Wands. The 4 of Wands, nice stable energy, marriage energy. Oh, and happy birthday to my sister, who is having her birthday on the 15th. So happy birthday to you. I won't say anything about your age, since I'm older than you. So here we go. What have we? Oh, wow. Okay, so we're starting at the bottom and moving over. This is crazy. What comes up? Of course, the Tower. The Tower is here. The Tower. Uranus, square the sun, which is happening in just a couple days. Absolutely. Then you have, I think what that gives us an opportunity to do is all right, everybody clear the decks. And this is the Knight of Pentacles. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest of the knights, but he's also able to plant seeds in fertile soil. So I think once you are willing to come out of your shell, you can start to get things started and plant seeds and move forward. I think there's going to be something that's going to kind of push you out of your shell, because there's going to be a tower. The universe is like, everybody plays. No one sits on the sideline. Everybody plays. So shining through, what do we have? The Queen of Pentacles. Do not forget about self-care. Queen of Pentacles. And why is that important? Well, we do have the South Node moving through Virgo. And I keep getting this message of, we have Pluto in Virgo for many of us that were born like the 60s and 70s, right? And that is very much about the time of us being raised in such a way that we didn't have a lot of authority. We didn't have a lot of say. We were just there to be in service. I remember having to wear dresses to school every day, no matter the weather. This is including in the winter. You could wear jeans to school underneath, but at school you had to wear the dress. And there are many stories. It wasn't until the 70s that women were legally able to have a credit card, right? In their own name. And otherwise you had to get the permission of your spouse, right? So I feel like that Virgo energy has been very much in service, and Virgo and Cancer and Libra are those that give too much. You need to have self-care. And the Queen of Pentacles is reminding us of that. Yes, we are going to have something that's going to, I feel like this is the message. We're going to have something that's going to be a tower. We're going to be required to come out and shine, but we cannot forget that we do need to take care of ourselves. Ooh. And we have the Death card coming out. And that's underneath this Tower card, under Bearing Fruit. Okay. The Death card is Pluto. It is Darth Vader is your fairy godmother. Pluto, if you don't listen to the Tower, next comes Pluto. And Pluto can be very unpleasant when it's trying to put you back on your path. The Tower, it can be usually a gentle nudge. You might get another tower where it's not quite so nice. And if you're still not budging in your destined path, because we're having the eclipses coming up soon, you're going to get Pluto. And Pluto is doing everything for your greatest and highest good, fairy godmother energy. But it is Pluto being Darth Vader. So it's not going to be pleasant. It'll be really a mess and hard work. So what do we have coming up after this? We have 2 cards coming up. Okay. So, and what decisions are you going to make, right? I love that this crescent moon is in here. There's an island behind her. There's 2 swords that she's holding. It's time to make a decision. It's time to make that decision. And then what comes after? The Hermit. This is about wisdom, and it's not always about talking about it. The Hermit and I would say the High Priestess are very much about a great deal of knowledge, some of it hidden, that's going to get, with the Hermit, it's going to be shown. It's going to come out. And eventually it does with the High Priestess too. But the Hermit is very much about, he keeps his own counsel. He trusts in his own judgment. And I think that's very much about that discernment kind of energy. So what do we have coming next here? 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords. And the 8 of Swords is often you mentally putting blocks in your own way. It's as if you are standing in front of a fence and you're only 6 inches away from it, and it's 7 feet tall, but only 5 feet wide. And you're only looking directly in front of you, so you don't see it, right? This is that, I think you're creating your own mental blocks, because this is, this is bearing fruit. You do have something to give. And the Tower, everybody plays. And if the Tower doesn't get you moving, Pluto will. Pluto's in Aquarius now. And then you have Swords, and you're like, well, I don't really think I can. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. The Star card. So this came under the Rose's Kiss, right? What gift do you have? You have the Knight. planting something new, starting something new, making that decision to go ahead with it. This is wish granted. This is the Aquarius energy. This is Urania. And we will have the Four of Pentacles underneath the Hermit. I feel like there's going to be a time where you're kind of like, well, I think I should like watch my money, be careful of things. It's stuck energy, but I'm really getting this energy of, it's not a bad idea to just, because what it's following. I mean, you have shining through, right? You have shining through. That is you. That is you. You're there to help. Taking care of yourself, right? You're seeing things. You're wise enough to catch the drift of what's going on, but you're just being a little bit cautious for now. Normally I get this as very, separated from the city behind him, but I think just slight hesitation is okay in this instance. I think it's to take a beat and just think about you've got the Hermit there, so it is about wisdom. So think through things before you act. And trust me, I don't believe in hoarding. I think it's good to be prepared. I mean, I grew up here in Minnesota, and you'd be hard pressed to find anybody that lives here who probably doesn't have at least 3 weeks of food in their cupboard. I'm not saying it wouldn't get boring, but I am saying that there's food there. So what do we have coming out? Wands, Two of Wands. Ask for what you want. This is asking. This is manifesting. And I love how that light, it's like this, the 5-pointed star. No, the 6-pointed star, because this would be 6. But look at that energy. The world is there. You can have anything. Don't take this as a lack mentality of any kind. Ask for what you want. It's crazy because the astrology really for the collective is crazy wild, but when I've been looking at people's personal charts, it's actually really good. It's like, oh, well, this will be working out well. I mean, I think it's because the chaos is going to create opportunities for people. There's not all that stuck energy. So let's see if there's anything else that wants to come out. I want to, let's clarify that Death card a little bit more. Why are we getting the Death card here? Why is the Death card here? Yeah. This is the Hangman, because you need to look at things from a different perspective. What is it that you're valuing? Maybe that's it. Maybe you have value of the wrong things. This is again where you might just take a pause and really evaluate what is really important to you. I mean, in a natural disaster, which is a horrific thing, and you lose material things, but everyone survives, that's a win. And that is when you have community coming together. It's difficult. It's tough. This is the King of Swords. Aquarius energy again. Discernment. What is going on? What judgments do you need to make? What facts do you need to bring into account? It's having wisdom. It's being the hermit, looking at the facts, and then making decisions based on that. I think there's a couple times that you'll probably just stop and take a breath and go, okay, just let me stop and think for a moment. And with the King of Swords, it's very much about, okay, my family's okay. We're getting our immediate needs met. Now what? Think of it as an opportunity to start over again with what is of that value to you, the people, right? I want to take a look at, I'm looking for a specific deck. Oh, okay. I've been directed to turn around and look behind me. Okay. Wait. Ah. Ta-da. Denise Lynn. It's like not any of the ones you have on the table. And I haven't pulled from this one for a while. I have not. So let me do that. I love this deck. It's like, this is the back of the cards, right? It's so incredibly beautiful. So incredibly beautiful. Everything is like artwork. Totally gorgeous. So I want to get a last bit of advice from this Sacred Forest Oracle, because I really feel we're also being told to pay attention to the earth and to be grounded, and especially with the Queen of Pentacles, taking care of yourself. And she's very much about, the Pentacles being representing the earth. So let's find out what we had one flip. This should be interesting. Spirit Guardian of Winter. Now, for those of you who did my full moon release, this is the cabin that I always am picturing. And I didn't realize that until I looked at this and I'm like, oh, that's that cabin in the woods that I always start from. So people that happen to go with me on my journeys of the new moon and full moon, this is where I start from. A little cabin in the woods with snow, at least snow at this time of the year. And this is called Spirit Guardian of Winter Retreat. Is there anything cozier than being by a fire in the winter and have just come in from the outside? This is number 38 card, which is an 11. I had so many 11s earlier in the week. It was ridiculous. Messages coming through. Watch those synchronicities. Watch repeating numbers. If you are getting repeating numbers, that's your guides trying to get your attention. So watch for synchronicities. Pay attention to those things. Oh, I like this. This card indicates that it's time to pull back from people and situations that do not empower or support you. Let go of anything or anyone that drains you, and protect yourself from less than positive influences. It's time to renew your energy, incubate your dreams for the future. Make plans for tomorrow, but remember that this is a season of rest and recuperation. Winter is a time for replenishing your inner resources. Care for your body and your health. Mend and organize objects in your home. Repair whatever needs to be repaired in your life. Step into sacred silence to discover the answers within. A spurt of springtime energy is coming, but you absolutely must be prepared and must create foundations. Otherwise, it can be overwhelming and destabilizing. Spiritually, winter is a season of retreat and renewal. It's time to be still and take stock of your life and your future. The Spirit Guardian of Winter reminds us to stop the busyness of life and relax. Renew, retreat. We are at a time where it's good to get your rest. We have a busy, from the middle of March to mid-April, we have a busy time coming up for us astrologically, and it's going to be very large scale. So I think it's great advice to take the opportunity to rest while you can, and prepare, because I do feel that we are not only going to be getting a tower collectively, we're going to be getting the other energy of the death card, which is Pluto, which is death and rebirth. So there's a lot of work that's going to be coming. And it's always nice to have a break beforehand, you know, to store our energy up. So I will see you soon. This was a very intriguing message for me. I'll see you soon. Bye.